Hey guys, the Super Review Show for another episode of Why You Should Listen To. This is the show where I break down artists on Spotify that have low Spotify streaming numbers, or the artist is just that great. Check out this artist no matter what. And here we are today talking about Hank Williams. Now, as most of you may or may not know, or live under a rock and don't know my videos at all, I like country music. I'm not the biggest country music fan. Would I go see a country artist? Maybe Zach Bryan. That's about it. Luke Combs or Luke Bryan, that's about it. That's really it. Just those three, honestly. I don't know if I'd go see another country artist outside of like those artists. You know what I mean? I wouldn't go see like a different artist. Like Zach Bryan, Luke Bryan, and Luke Combs, the trifecta for me. Maybe Zach Brown Band, maybe. But no, today we're talking about old country. I'm talking about really, really, really old country, like 40s and 50s, like honky tonk. It's not even country. It's like, I wouldn't call it country. I'd call it honky-tonk music. Like, Hank Williams is the guy who kind of cemented that. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? It's really, it might not be for you. Because most country music today is like a product of like Garth Brooks, Travis Tritt, and like a lot of guys in the 90s that had a lot of really big, like, successful careers out there, like, you know, or like, because in the 80s country music, the Judds maybe, but like, you want to talk about like, I'm driving in my pickup truck, like country music, or like Ray Charles country music, like that's what I'm talking about today. I'm not talking about these modern day like explosions of country music left and right. I'm talking about Hank Williams. Yes, I have old taste, I know, but he is one of the best to ever do it, ever. If you listen to like Setting the Woods on Fire or like Hey Good Looking, you know, these are really old songs, like from the 40s and 50s country music. Like the dawn of rock and roll, this was right before that, like 52, 53, right before like the Big Bang with Elvis Presley and stuff like that. This was right before that. And it kind of got lost in the shuffle because of rock and roll, needless to say. No, but in all seriousness, Hank Williams is he. If you know your music history, you know who I'm talking about. But if you don't know who I'm talking about, sit back and relax. One of the best country artists to ever walk the earth, ladies and gentlemen of all ages. If you want to get to know country music to any extent of the origins of it, the root of it, he was one of the biggest seeds in that tree, if you will. He just was. He had Hank Williams Jr., Willie Nelson, those guys too. But like this guy was, wow. Just, you can hear how dated it is. But when you listen to Hey Good Looking or Setting the Woods on Fire, you know, stuff like that. If you listen to stuff like that, the Spotify streaming numbers are really low for this artist. Which is unfortunate because he's one of the best to ever do it. So, just saying. But no, needless to say, though, I think that Hank Williams, I'm not as familiar with him as I am with most other artists I know, but I do know that he is one of the best to ever walk the earth as far as country music goes. Country music, like we're talking like Hank Williams, like Dave Dudley, Glenn Campbell, Willie Nelson, like that's my era of country music. It's not that I don't like Zach Brown. It's not that I don't like Zach Bryan. It's not that I don't like Luke Combs or Luke Bryan. It's not that I like those guys, yeah. Those are very, very good country artists. And Carrie Underwood to an extent, you know. But, like, that's not... When I think of country music, I think, I'm driving in my pickup truck. Like, yeehaw! Like that, like the yeehaw. Like the honky-tonk of America was the thing. And it got pushed aside so fast by Elvis Presley, Chuck Berry, that it kind of got forgotten about. But I being how I was raised in life, I wanted to shed some light on Hank Williams. The dude was one of the best to ever do it. Period. Like, he was incredible. His son, I believe his son is still alive, if I'm not mistaken, Hank Williams Jr. Again, not my forte. I don't really know a lot about it, but I'm just saying generically. The dude is great. If you have a chance to check him out, please do on Spotify. But your ears might hurt after a while because like he's like, hey, not like Bob Dylan. No, it's not like Bob Dylan. But it's like, hey, good looking, what you get? The way he sings and the way he pronounces his words and his vocabulary, it's a very unique style of country music. It's not like I'm drinking a beer, I'm not going partying. It's not that type of country music. It's not. It's much more like dry, like you're like almost like a Johnny Cash kind of feel, like, but more like his old original super early stuff. Johnny Cash, like Johnny Cash and Hank Williams belong in the same conversation, but they do. But it's so fascinating to me. Like you could do like, I don't know. It's hard to explain his music because it's so old. Hank Williams is just such an old name. Like if you say Hank Williams, who is that? Some people might actually say, who is Hank Williams? You don't know country music if you don't know Hank Williams. Just saying. So, anyways, I digress. But why should you listen to Hank Williams? Well, if you're looking for a different, really different style of country music, this is one to dive into. I guarantee you it's on Spotify. I'm not sure where or how, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure that you could find his catalog somewhere on Spotify. Like his old recordings of like, hey, good looking. Like it's really old music. Kind of scary, truthfully. It's like, that's country music to me. It's like, and I'm not saying today's country music is not, but like, it's just so different now. It's more like a pop vibe with country music. It's like, what do you call it? With Luke Bryan or Luke, drink a beer. You know, it's not like that at all. Country music initially was like this more twangy feeling of like, one of those things. So someone's going to make a meme of that, I guarantee it. But why should you listen to Hank Williams? Hank Williams is one of the best to ever do it, hands down. The dude he's dead. He's buried in like Arkansas or Alabama or whatever. Somewhere in the U.S. I forget. It's somewhere down south. But needless to say, he was one of the best to ever do it. If you have a chance to listen to his material, go ahead and try it out. It might not be for you, but just give it a shot. It's worth a try. So there you go. But anyways, I digress. What do you guys think about this? Are you a Hank Williams fan? Probably not, because no one's ever heard of him, unfortunately. But have you heard of this guy? Please jump down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Don't forget to follow us on our social media pages as well, simply at The Super Review Show. But for all of your why you should listen to videos and many more, keep it locked on The Super Review Show. The J-Man is off the rock. And we'll see you guys later.